Alright gang, here we are. We're getting ready to start the build process. It's January 7th here in lot 270 in Madeira. We have some heavy equipment on site. We'll be filming throughout the day, and we're going to start taking out some trees because that's pretty much where the house has got to go, and then they'll be filling the land as well. But I'm going to take a little walk around and show you guys some stuff. We're going to be taking out quite a bit, just scrub pines, things like that. We've got our front end loader here. He's getting ready to fire up. Then we'll bring in fill dirt, fill in some of the holes that are on the property, and also we're going to be raising the concrete pad up a little bit, 5 or so more inches, just to get the height, a little more height for the house. So I'm going to walk down the side of the property here for you, kind of give you some idea. There's our property line, of course. If we walk, he's going to be clearing all of this out. I know some folks will say there's a couple of really nice oak trees, but oak trees are an extreme maintenance headache. So we're going to be re-landscaping with all new trees, a lot of queen palms, royal palms. So we're going to be putting a lot of trees back, but most of what's in here is just scrub, nasty stickly pines, and a lot of underbrush. Okay, so nothing really of significant value at all. Now, I'm going to walk in. You can see the kind of the property lines are all back here, and there's some water features from that old golf course that was here. But I'm going to walk into our property, and we're going to be clearing basically. Let me walk over all these logs here. We're going to be clearing all of this. Go back towards the front. All this is getting cleared out. Okay, and you see the neighbor's fence over there, and we're going to be clearing back to this upland buffer stake that was put out here. Okay, this is all upland buffer. Our lot goes quite a bit further back, about 25 or 30 feet. This area, and then over here it's probably about 40 feet back. It kind of has a little kick to it. So, but we're going to be clearing straight across from this upland buffer stake. Okay, so about where his the fence line is on the other adjacent property. So all of this from here forward will be gone. Again, it's just mostly pine trees and just underbrush and busted up junk. So nothing significant, nothing of value. Okay, all right guys, so we're gonna get this thing fired up, and I'll be videotaping throughout the day. Alright gang, while we're waiting for him, he's getting his machine ready and greasing it up and putting all the attachments on and whatnot. I got this from Craig, our builder, just now. These are the actual plans for the house. Okay, sitting here kind of killing some time going over them. And what the plans are is it has everything to do with the house. The electrical layout, the plumbing layout, so this is the plumbing layout. It's got all like the master shower, master bath, sinks, kitchen spaces, things like that. Everything to do with plumbing is on this sheet. Alright, and then on this sheet we have basically the overall floor plan of the house. Okay, minus plumbing and minus electrical. Okay, this is just basically the walls and how things line up, closet spaces, you know, things like that. Okay, so if we turn the page and we get to past the plumbing, and we get to the elevations of the houses. There's the front elevation, one of the side elevations here. Okay, and we get to more elevations, but we get to the electrical plan. Stand by a minute. Here we go. This is the electrical plan for the house. Okay, shows where all the lights are going to be, switches, three-way switch, three-way switches, single switches, you know, pendant lights, can lights, you name it, it's on here. Okay, and also in the plans is things that are structural to the house, the way the roof's going to be put together, the wall systems, the foundation systems, things like that. Okay, so this is all the plans. And the reason I have this is Craig let me borrow it because we're getting ready to have what they call a pre-construction meeting on Friday, where we'll go over all of the plans, all of our options that we picked for the house, make sure that everything is the way we want it and the way it's supposed to be and the way it's going to be, right? So that's all part of that'll be all part of the pre-con meeting. So I got these so I can start making notes and things of that nature. So here we go. We're clearing land, folks. We're clearing land. This will be a 2-day process between them clearing it, cutting it, filling it, all this stuff. It's going to be a couple of day process. Okay? That's a good shot. He's got to go in there, start scraping, start working towards the trees, and because all of that clump of trees will be gone, and of course all of that, or most of that will be gone as well, back to the upland buffer line. He's just moving it, clearing it. He's going to put it in a pile because then they got to get a truck in here. They lift it up, throw it in a truck, get it to the dump. And this, like I said, it's probably going to be a couple of day project here between that and getting this thing filled and scraped and built up appropriately, because we're adding 5 inches of dirt to the lot to get the house up just a little bit. So the land clearing operation, Clarkson's here, they do all of that. They clear the land, they fill it, they get it ready for the form boards, which will be next, okay? So we'll keep on moving. Alright, gang, what he's done is he's got a lot of the under scrub brush and trees and pine from around this one. He's got to move them to a pile, cut them up into smaller pieces so their other trucks can come and haul it away. So it's going to be kind of that process throughout the day where they take down trees, cut them up, haul them away, take down trees, cut them up, haul them away. So we still get other equipment here. Still get other equipment here so they can do all of that. He's just kind of getting some stuff working. Then, because we got to get all this done so they can start working towards the back of the property. You know, we got to looking at the positioning of that tree. I would love to save some of that oak tree, but actually where this corner of the oak is where the house is going to go. So that's really got to come out of there. Plus 50% of the tree leans to the neighbor's side, and they asked me if I could get rid of it. So save them some hassle as well. So we're gonna be very neighborly, and then we're gonna re-landscape with some nice trees, and it'll look like $1 million when we're done. Okay. So we'll keep moving. Well, now you can see what that oak tree looks like without all the scrub and all the junk around it. As you can see, that one goes way over to the neighbor's house, way over to his property. That branch over there would be in the way of our house, and pretty soon all you're going to have is one branch going up. So that's why it's really got to come out of there. So he's cutting up some stuff. He's doing a hell of a job. He'll make short work of this. And he's got to do all that before he can get into all of that back there. So he's got a hand cutter. I wish they'd sent some friends with him today. That's what he was saying too. He could use some extra help. So he's working hard. He is working hard. Back to the oak here. You can see how far down that dirt is. When Madeira was first developed, this was all wetlands and swamp and whatnot. They filled all of this in to make these lots, and so that's why that is higher. It's actually, you probably can't tell by the video because he's crushed it down, but originally that was about a 3-foot elevation difference between where the tree root ball started and the actual land over there. It was about a 3-foot elevation change. So if you were to fill that in with dirt, you'd kill the tree. And we really got to fill it in because there's going to be a house right in here, right in back over there. So it's almost, if it was a little further out, maybe different shape, but so he's going to cut that. He'll push it down, and then they're going to bury the stump. Okay, so won't be that big a deal really. So it's going to look a lot different here in the next few hours. A lot different. It'll be a clean slate, then we can go back and really kind of start designing the landscaping. Okay. All right, he's starting to work on that pine stand right there. Watch this. There's the blades he's got, the teeth. He'll scoop those things right up. Watch. He'll scoop that thing right up. He'll get that thing right up. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Fell in a hole. Okay, just scoop it right up. And like he said, he's got to be careful because the taproot on those goes straight down. So you got to try to catch it so that it doesn't snap the root and snap the tree, or just go right between the teeth of the scoop there. Taking them one at a time. That's going to be a long day. Alright, there's your house. There's where it's going. Alright, very cool. Very, very cool. He's got to stop and cut up some more trees now.
First fucking house.
He's getting into the thick of things now. Going deep into the woods. Pulling out all that pines and that scrub. This lot's going to take a ton of fill dirt. This hole will have to be filled in. The giant hole over there, plus all the lowland in the back, all this is going to have to be filled in. It's going to take, shoot, I can't even imagine how many truckloads of dirt this is going to take. But it will take, look at that. Look how deep that hole is. Look at the angle his loader's setting at. And this is all original fill. When they first did this subdivision, this was actually fill dirt. That's why it looks like the brown and clean like it is. That's actual old fill dirt that's in there now. So they'll have to bring in a bunch more. And then again, we're raising the pad up another 5 inches on top of wherever the finished floor elevation of 9.5 feet. So we should be about 10 feet total on the finished floor elevation when we're done. Get out of his way. There we go. That's a good shot. I'm down in the hole. So, we're getting there's a big pile of old junk pine trees. And you can see how deep this hole is. And you see where his front end loader is and the elevation there, and then how far he went down. He went down 3/4 of those tires, 3/4 of those wheels down in that hole. So, we're getting there. He's doing a great job. It's a lot of work, land clearing. A lot of work. But again, like anything else, if you don't do it the right way to begin with, it's nothing but trouble later on. And these guys, Clarksons, have been around St. Augustine forever. This guy really seems to know how to run that machine. Now you can kind of start getting to see how big this lot really is. How many holes there is. I mean, he's still nowhere near the end of that where he's going to be clearing. I don't know if you can see the end of that fence down there now on the neighbor's side, Steve's side. You see it way back over there. That's where all that tree is going to go. All this will be taken out. So this is a pretty sizable lot when you really think about it. You can't really tell when all those trees are there, but see how much dirt this thing's going to take too. This is a ton. Literally multiple tons of dirt that's going to take, because there's some holes over in that section too. So he's really moving some trees. Almost think it's a shame we have to take that tree out, because it probably puts a nice shadow. I just talked to the neighbor on the right side, and they said they have nothing but trouble with that tree dropping stuff all over their house and yard. So we're going to do the neighborly thing, and it's in the way of our house anyway physically, so I think we'll be good with the neighbors. Okay. Alright, I had to go run some errands. Thought I'd come back. They had moved the equipment to another job site. They got about 5 lots to clear in the next few days. This one happens to be the most of the trees. There we go. Now we can walk way to the back of our lot. Let's walk through. Let me come over here. This is how much dirt we're gonna have to put in this thing. Holy cow, this is wet too. Holy cow, this is wet. This is muddy wet. We're down to water. I just messed up my shoes. Just messed up my shoes. These are now construction shoes. They have been. Here we go, folks. And we're still not back to where we gotta go. We're still not back to where we gotta go. Yeah. So you can see that corner of the fence is. We're going to come basically straight across. So we still got quite a bit of trees to take out. Let's see how deep this lot is. Very nice. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of tree removal. Like I said, all this back here is just garbage. Just garbage. All right. They're probably done for the day, I'd imagine. I'll check back in on later. Look at that. That's how much dirt. Oh my gosh. Alright gang, we'll check back in later. Alright, land clearing day 2. They've already been out here hard at work. It's about 10 o'clock. They've got a bunch of it cleared back there further towards the back of that back corner of the fence. Got a little ways to go yet. But just clearing out all those old trees he took out. Haul it all away. I was hoping to catch the morning run, but that's okay. He's over there. The other gentleman's cutting up all the bigger stuff into smaller pieces so they can easily put it in the dump truck. But you can see how much land we got here. They still got to take that corner out over there. So we'll go back a little bit more this way, but I think we're pretty much at the corner of that fence back there. So I think we'll be pretty close. This is going to take a lot of fill dirt. It'll take a lot of fill dirt. That's a load of trees.
Huh?
That's a load of trees right there. And this is all going to go to Lakeview Fill Dirt place over on Holmes Boulevard. They have a place to dump the debris, and then that's where they'll probably get the fill dirt for the lot as well. Okay, Lakeview over there on Holmes Boulevard. Standing back here in the backside of the property now, this is a bunch of the old golf cart path that was somehow our lot was actually part of. Because he dug, you see it way up there, he already pulled a bunch out and moved it up there. But this is all part of the old golf cart path. Been here since it was first developed, obviously. Looks like we got some more right in there. Wow, crazy how much was back here. This community's got a lot of history, and this lot's got a lot of history. So that's kind of what we're clearing to right there. Now you can see the stake. Where's it at? Come on around here. This is the upland buffer stake. That's anything back behind here has to stay. That's all upland buffer. And our lot goes quite a ways back from that. I found the stake way back over there just a little bit ago. So the lot actually goes way back in there. So we still got quite a bit of land, and it goes further back on that side. But there's the upland buffer stake, basically in line kind of with that fence over there. And that's kind of what we're clearing to. So about right in here is what we're clearing to. Alright, so very cool. Yeah, we were just talking, all this concrete that was right in this area probably came from the sidewalk that we know about, but it probably came up through here and then wraps around that water feature that we already know about. So this was a pretty big deal in this area. Pretty big deal. And we also, now that we're cleared out a little bit, we also found the corner of our lot that I could never find before. That's our upland buffer stake. And we go way over here. That's our lot there, but that's not the corner stake. That's not the corner of the lot. That's a back lot line, but it also jogs a little bit. You come here in the woods, sorry about that. That right there is the corner of our lot. And it's also got, there's part of that concrete path that used to be back here, that is still back here. And you got our lot way over there. So we got lots of green space up to that point. Alright, so we're still gonna have a ton of trees back here. Lots and lots of cool space. Alright, just a little more info. This is day 2A, afternoon. Sharon finally made it out with me today. What do you think, Sharon? That's a lot of land.
Yeah, this still even goes beyond that too, into the woods.
Yeah, we got another 25 to 30 feet beyond that tree line there that's still our property. That's not getting cleared because it's the upland buffer, right? Look
at all that concrete they found.
This is
golf cart path back there.
Would have never known this concrete was here because it actually runs up beneath all the property back there and the neighbor's property too. He was just telling us, the operator was just telling us, and So, and there's still the path that we know about is still back there, part of it. So it'll be interesting. I would love to have an old schematic of this golf course. That would be very cool. So anyway, this is a big old giant lot, folks. It don't look this big until you clear these trees off. It just got bigger, didn't it, Sharon?
Yep. 0.47 acres or whatever it is.
It just got bigger. So here's another chunk of concrete coming our way. Crazy. He keeps finding it. Put it on the pile. Anyway, all right, till
that tree there.
Sharon's gonna do a little bushwhacking here. She's got her cutesy rubber boots on.
Not many bushes to whack.
Not many bushes to whack.
All right, so the yellow one, that's the
that's the conservation area. It's the upland buffer right there. So I said that's as far as we can go back, and Craig knew all that. So we basically went from the fence line over. Yep, that's all we did. And all that stays raw. So our property, yeah, it's all. This is all. Yeah, this is crazy how much concrete was back here. So I don't know. So underneath all this is tons more concrete, but crazy. So
those are kind of scary looking trees, but I guess they're not,
yeah, you gotta leave them. You can't take them out. All right, I'll show you where the property line is here. Land clearing day 3. They got some of these branches off. They still got to get rid of the whole tree. So they're working on that back clump that we saw yesterday. Let's go take a little walk. As a matter of fact, you know what we'll do? We'll walk down this other side. I'm on my way to see some other jobs we got going. Probably a lot of wind noise in this microphone. Oh. Let's walk down the side of the house here. There's no more trees left here. Holy cow. Gonna owe them some money for clearing this land, probably. As much land cleared as they got going on. Remember that stand of trees that we had right there? That's all gone now. That's what he's working on now. There it is. It's nice even with the buffer back there now, straight across. Uh-oh, looks like we got to repair some grass. Repair some. All right, gang. All right, because it's a little breezy out here today, they're going to wait till tomorrow, day 4, to take that tree out. It's a little bit too breezy, and they don't want to take a chance of that thing going the wrong direction on them. So they're just going to do 1 or 2 more loads. It's now about 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon, and so it's going to do 1 or 2 more. And here's a prime example why you got to be so careful with trees. We were just looking at this tree right here. That's a lightning strike. So it was only a matter of time before this tree fell down, and it was a big one too. So you just got to be so careful with trees around houses anymore. And I don't want a hole in my house, so it sucks sometimes to take trees down because they are Mother Nature, but at some point, you know, you got to do what you got to do, and then just plant more and make it look real nice and give Mother Nature back some stuff. So it's all cool. All right, guys, so we'll come out here on the next day, and hopefully maybe that tree will be gone. Okay? All right, I appreciate you. All right, guys, we got the whole lot cleared. They finished it up yesterday. Took down that big tree, Sharon.
Yep, it's looking good, and I especially love the live oak trees there in the backyard.
Yeah, we saved all those trees in the buffer, and it's gonna be a really cool look in the back of the house. All those live oaks and everything, very nice. And I was talking to Craig. We just had our pre-con meeting. Should have filmed that for you guys, but we just went over the plans and all the stuff that's going in the house and make sure everybody's on the same page. But the next thing is to drop dirt on this lot, so he's anticipating 40 to 50 truckloads of dirt. Yeah, a lot more than I anticipated, but he's the expert, so we'll let him. Either way, we'll have the right amount of dirt. So, all right, so the next thing you'll see is a bunch of dirt being dropped on the lot. Okay? So that's the end of the lot clearing episode, and the next thing will be dirt. Okay? All right, guys.